Hello, my name is Alex Hartzell. Welcome to the very first episode of The Trail Enders. This episode is going to feature the 2015 spring gobbler season here in PA. Stay tuned for some exciting action. All right there.
Welcome to the very first ever episode of The Trail Enders. I'm Nick McGork.
And I'm Alex Hartzell. This episode is going to feature our 2015 spring gobbler season. We had our ups and we had our downs, but overall the Trail Enders landed some pretty good birds. We had a couple birds that we didn't get on camera, or we did get on camera, but then we lost some footage. But overall, we had some pretty good action.
Started the year off with Skin's daughter Olivia and on the youth hunt.
We didn't have much luck. We set up on some big birds. We were watching them every week. Then all of a sudden, the kind of storm kind of blew in. It was kind of windy that evening. We set the Maristep blind up, but we were unable to live a bird. So then after that initial, youth hunt, Wolfie and I, we took a battle with these birds behind our house, and we hunted them every Saturday. And we were able to get one, but overall it was some pretty tough hunting.
Skin and I started off our 2015 spring gobbler season up in here behind our homes. Had 3 or 4 good gobblers up there. Sure enough, as soon as daylight broke, we were able to see. We actually caught them up in a big oak tree that morning, and set up on them. Got everything ready. The gobbler actually started gobbling in the tree. Had probably 9 or 10 hens with him. He flew down, stopped about 70, 80 yards before the blind. He flew down right straight from the tree. What was kind of suspicious as to what was going on. Let things play out for about 5-10 minutes. He didn't come out to the hens. What we knew was going to happen happened. They went running back up into the woods, and they're call shy. They get called out all the time to see where they're at, and that was our first weekend.
Week 2 came around. I was behind the gun this time. Wolfie had the camera. Well, we did not take the blind this time. We just figured we'd set up a different way, get a little closer into the cove where they were roosting. Of course, the birds were there, this exact same spot. And we figured we had it, just had them pinpointed, had it perfect. We made a decision we were not going to call. We were actually on the opposite side of the cove and hid in the brush. And Wolfie and I had a late night the night before, so we weren't feeling that real. It was really, really warm, and we were just kind of sitting there, just kind of waiting it out. And nothing really seemed to happen. We had the hens come out, they kind of went by us. The gobblers flew down the corner below us. We figured this was going to be a perfect opportunity for us to nail one of these big gobblers we were after. And sure enough, the gobblers started coming across the field right at us. They hung up about 70 yards, and they looked like they were just going to go down the other side of the field. So we let a couple clucks out, and sure enough, as soon as they heard those clucks, just like they heard basically for the whole month from vehicles from the road, they decided to skedaddle. They bugged out and went back around, and we never heard them again that day.
So it was about 11:30. We decided to call it quits. We come back around to look and see if they're out in the fields of where we were at that morning, and nothing out there. Pulled in Skin's driveway, and what do you know? 20 yards behind the house, there he was. They'd worked down the lower side of the ridge, out around the back side of our houses, and there was the big gob with the four hens that were with him out in the field, 20 yards behind the house, all fanned out, strutting, and we couldn't do anything about it.
So there we were, the 4th Saturday of the season. I was behind the gun this weekend. We hadn't had much luck basically all year. The birds were vocal off the tree, and then they'd shut up as soon as we called. So we decided to go behind the house again after these birds. Set up on them, they gobbled like crazy again of the tree, then boom, there was nothing. So they just couldn't really locate them after they hit the ground. They quit gobbling for an hour. We got out of there, went to a couple other spots. Everywhere we went to 2 different locations. We had birds screaming. And they'd answer the call, they'd come in. We had a big group of gobblers come in. They just stayed a little out of range from us, couldn't get a good shot at them. Went back to where we started. We figured we'd just go back and make a couple calls. And the first call that Wolfie made on his slate, boom, there he was.
Right in front of you. Right in front of you. Right in front of you. Coming right at you, Hartzell. Coming right at you. What side of the big tree? Right side. Right side. I can't even see them. Give it to him. Give it to one of them. Give it to him. You got him?
Yeah.
Son of a...
Woo! 200s, baby.
Oh, not a good freaking kill shot. Gosh. 5'9".
Okay, that's it. As you can see, we recovered my gobbler this morning. What a wild morning. Here it is. It's May 9th, my daughter's birthday today. We're getting ready to have a birthday party for her. And Nick and I decided, you know what, we're going to go out here and get after a gobbler this morning. And had lots of luck this morning. Had birds everywhere. 3 longbeards this morning came in, but they just hung up on us. Went to another spot, had 3 or 4 other longbeards come in, hung up on us. Not too much gobbling, actually. They weren't really that hot, but it all worked out. We decided to go back to where we started here about 9 o'clock this morning. Just all of a sudden, we just call once to see if we get anything to gobble, and boom, he gobbled. The 2 of them came in about 15 yards to my right. Kind of not the greatest footage, of course, because they kind of snuck through. They came on a rope, but it all worked out. I pulled the trigger the first time. Nick kind of had the camera right on him, and good shot, and boom, click. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it was the shell, I don't know if it was the firing pin or what happened, but we had a misfire. So I jammed another shell in real quick. They were getting a little antsy. I took a quick shot and dusted them. So, you know, pretty exciting day. About an 8-inch beard, 8.5-inch beard. A nice mature bird, 3/4-inch spurs, maybe an inch spurs. You know, pretty good bird. Pretty happy. You know, the trail ends here for this turkey. So after I shot that long beard, you know, our 4th week, Wolfie and I continued hunting every week till the season was over. Didn't have much luck. The birds kind of, you know, slowly got quiet over time, and we were out as much as we could, and it just kind of everything dissipated. While that was all going on, the rest of the Trail Hunter team was out there hitting the woods as well. Brandon Johnson was able to land a great bird with Michael Schweitzer behind the camera, and called him in. He was a real hot bird in the middle of the morning, and he slammed him. Check it out.
He's just sticking his head out right here. Do you see him yet? Just wait. He's right behind that big tree in front of you.
That would be awesome.
Don't be moving yet.
You don't know when, but
Not yet. He's coming right in. Fuck. Hold on. He'll turn back. He's pretty.
it's not pretty bad.
Oh yeah. He's coming back right here. Just wait. Big paintbrush on him.
Only one. You like it?
Yep. Nice shot. Nice shot. Go get him.
Well, guys, we made her happen. Went down, set up, called a couple times, he come flying in. Real hot bird. Everything worked out perfect. Real quick hunt. It's gonna be short footage, but I mean, when they come in that quick, there's not much you can do about it. I'm just blessed to be able to have it on film. Share this with my best buddies. What a hard day, hard turkey season this has been, but what a beautiful ending to my turkey season. Couldn't have worked out better. I mean, beautiful bird. I'm very happy with it. It was amazing, amazing hunt, and I am truly blessed that we are allowed to do this in our country. And I hope that we can get Red on some birds tomorrow, and I can film him. I'm gonna thank him for being behind the camera, Justin Bell for helping call today. Very, very hard day, putting in some work, but it paid off. 12 o'clock, bird. That's when we like to get them because they're usually this hot. It's awesome, awesome day. Stay tuned.
Okay, our next hunt features our good friend Kevin Mung. Kevin is an avid hunter. You know, he gets out there and get after about every species possible. He actually just killed a grizzly bear in Alaska this past year. He's killed a moose, killed numerous Pope and Young whitetails, you know, all across the United States. So Kevin actually went to Florida after some big gobs with his bow, and hey, check out this footage. It's pretty awesome. Whenever you're ready.
good, baby. It's dead. We got one, baby. Yes. Listen, he's behind us. We smoked him. We got it done in Florida, Osceola, baby. Yes.
Hey, thanks for joining us for our very first episode of the Trail Enders. Hope you enjoyed our 2015 Spring Turkey Edition. Stay tuned and keep following us on Facebook, the Trail Enders, and hopefully we're going to have some great footage here this fall of us chasing some big old bucks.